From monster-sized emeralds and pearls to the unbelievable Great Star of Africa, here are 12 of the biggest and most expensive gemstones of all time. Number 12, the 125 West Ruby. At 18,696 carats, or more than 8 pounds, this amazing mineral ranks as one of the world's most massive rough ruby crystal gemstones. In fact, some claim this is the largest uncut ruby found today on the planet. There didn't seem to be a lot of information available for this specimen, but it was too big to ignore, so it makes the list. By the way, when we initially ran a search for the world's largest ruby, we found an item called the King Ruby, which is located in India and is on display at a jewellery showroom there. At nearly 22,000 grams or 49 pounds and measuring 310mm by 165mm, 12 inches by 6.5 inches, it has been officially certified by Guinness as the largest ruby. Number 11, the Hand of Faith. The world's largest gold nugget found with a metal detector gets its name from its shape, which does resemble a human hand. In 1980, a man named Kevin Hiller located the immense object in a small town in Victoria, Australia, while using a metal detector. Located barely a foot beneath the ground was a gold nugget that weighed some 61 pounds. Mr. Hiller later sold it for over $1 million. That would be more than $3 million today, adjusted for inflation. Who did he sell it to? He sold it to the Gold Nugget Casino chain, of course. Today it's on display at the Gold Nugget Casino in Biloxi, Mississippi. Number 10, the Holterman Nugget. So we've learnt about the largest gold nugget ever discovered while using a metal detector, but how about the largest gold specimen that was ever found? For that, you'd have to head back to Australia, although strictly speaking, this was not a nugget, but was a single mass of gold. In 1872, a German immigrant prospector named Bernhard Holterman found an enormous gold specimen embedded in quartz. He tried to buy the huge discovery from the mining company, which he partly owned, but was unsuccessful. At 1.5 meters long, 59 inches, it was estimated to weigh around 630 pounds or 290 kilograms. That means it would have contained some 3,000 troy ounces, or a gold content of about 93 kilograms. Based on gold prices of 2017, the item could have fetched close to 5 million Australian dollars. The specimen was soon melted down and sold to deter theft. As for Holterman, he is said to have become a wealthy man, and his name lives on in golden history. Number 9, American Golden Topaz. One of the world's largest faceted gems of any type, this enormous topaz has 22,893 carats or 4.6 kilograms, 10 pounds. Unearthed in southeastern Brazil, it ranks as the world's largest cut yellow topaz. It took 2 years to cut the stone from its original weight of 11.1 kilograms or 26 pounds to its 172 facet shape. If you'd like to see the American topaz in person, just take a trip to Washington, D.C. It's on permanent display at the National Museum of Natural History. Number 8, Golden Jubilee Diamond. There's only one cut and faceted diamond in the world that is heftier than the upcoming Great Star of Africa, and this is it. This large gemstone gets its name from being presented to the King of Thailand in 1997 for his 50th year on the throne, or the Golden Jubilee. At 546 carats or 109 grams, it outweighs the Great Star by a little over 3 grams. Ironically, the Golden Jubilee was also discovered in the same mine as the original Cullinan Diamond, which we'll talk about later. Found in 1985, it took at least 2 years to cut and polish the gem into its current state. Experts say that the stone presented such a challenge that new cutting technologies had to be developed specifically for this effort. Since its emergence in 1997, the Golden Jubilee has been exhibited around the world, from Asia to Europe to the US. It currently resides in the Grand Palace in Bangkok, along with the royal jewels. Estimates place its value at around $14 million. But at auction, experts say it would certainly command a much higher price. Number 7, Enormous Emerald. In 2001, miners in the jungles of Bahia, Brazil, found one of the largest emeralds ever discovered. One of the shards that jutted out of the host rock were about the size of a man's thigh. No surprise that it ranks as the largest single shard of emerald known to date. The stone weighed more than 750 pounds, 341 kilograms, that's around 1.7 million carats. Valued at some $400 million, this unique stone has a unique backstory as well. It was the subject of a long-term court battle between gem traders, miners, and even real estate tycoons. For a time, it was stored in a New Orleans warehouse where it narrowly escaped the floods of the Hurricane Katrina in 2005. At one point, the emerald was even listed for sale on eBay for a buy-it-now price of only $75 million. Aren't you sorry you missed that sale? Number 6. Pearl of Puerto. At some point in 2007, a fisherman in the Philippines found a massive pearl off the island of Palawan. He kept the huge gemstone as a good luck charm, and had apparently forgotten about it until he was packing for a move. It would seem too big to forget though. This pearl had dimensions of 30 centimeters long, 2.2 feet, and 60 centimeters wide, or 1 foot. And it weighed some 34 kilograms, 75 pounds, or 170,000 carats. While we couldn't find an exact value for the prodigious pearl, we did find estimates that ranged as high as $100 million, and possibly more. Christened the Pearl of Puerto Princesa, there seems to be no hurry to sell it. The last we heard, it's on display at a city hall and will likely be used as a tourist attraction. Number 5. Green Giant. Fluorite is a mineral that glows green in the dark, although it can appear in colours ranging from red to white. In fact, the term fluorescent, meaning to absorb and emit light, is derived from the name of this mineral. And in China, it's considered more valuable than diamonds, since the jewels are thought to fulfill wishes. So it's very convenient that a massive specimen of fluorite was discovered in the Chinese region of Inner Mongolia. And weighing some 6 tons, 5,442 kilograms, and measuring about 5 feet tall or 1.5 meters, you might be tempted to call it the Great Ball of China. It took 3 years to polish and grind the raw gemstone into its smooth pearl-like shape. Whether you want to call it a great ball or a big pearl, it comes with a humongous price tag. Its estimated worth is around $115 million, or 88 million pounds. Number 4. Second biggest. Did you know that the gemstone Jade can actually refer to 2 separate minerals? Jadeite is one of them, and a massive chunk of it was unearthed in a mine in Myanmar in 2016. Going some 19 feet long, 5.8 meters, and 14 feet high, 4.3 meters, it weighs approximately 175 tons, or 159,000 kilograms. That sounds impressive, and it is, but this specimen actually ranks as the world's second largest piece of jadestone. Only the carved statue found in the Jade Buddha Palace in China is more massive at some 260 tons, or 236,000 kilograms. Even though this example of jade is the second largest, it's still estimated to have a worth of some $170 million. Number 3. Small but mighty expensive. As we head to our number 1 gemstone, here's a quick reminder to like and subscribe to our channel. And here's kind of a bonus entry that doesn't feature the largest gemstones. But if you take sheer size out of the equation, then the most expensive gemstones in the world are coloured diamonds. They're extremely rare, have an amazing brilliance, and are arguably the most popular of gemstones. They can be found in an array of spectacular colours from black to green to red, but these are 2 incredible examples that were found in blue and pink. The largest vivid blue diamond is the Oppenheimer Blue Diamond. It was sold at auction for $57.5 million. With a weight of 14.62 carats, it's worth an eye-watering $3.93 million per carat. And the record-breaking Pink Star Diamond sold for more than $71 million in 2017. At 59.6 carats, it became the most expensive gemstone ever sold at auction, surpassing the Oppenheimer Blue, which previously held that record. Number 2. The Star of Adam. At 14.04 carats, 281 grams, this oval-shaped gem is currently regarded as the largest star sapphire in the world. Distinguished by its 6-pointed star-shaped reflection, the stone was found in Sri Lanka, in a region identified as the City of Gems. Its name is a reference to the belief that the biblical Adam once lived in Sri Lanka after being banished from the Garden of Eden. We found estimates for this blue star sapphire that ranged all the way to $300 million. Number 1. The Great Star of Africa. Historically, it's known as the largest rough gem quality diamond ever found. The Cullinan Diamond was discovered in a South African mine in 1905. Located 5.5 meters or 18 feet below the surface, this blue-white specimen weighed more than 621 grams or 3,106 carats. After the ginormous gemstone was sent to England, it was later brought and cut into 9 major stones. 2 great gemstones were fashioned, both of which are kept with the crown of jewels in the Tower of London. The largest stone was called Cullinan I, or the Great Star of Africa. At 530 carats, 106.1 grams, it's the world's largest clear-cut diamond, and was placed in the sovereign's scepter with cross. Cullinan II, or the Lesser Star of Africa, weighed more than 317 carats, 63.5 grams, and was placed in the imperial state crown. The 7 other stones are owned by Queen Elizabeth II. How much are they worth? We found that the Great Star of Africa alone has an estimated value that ranges from $400 million to more than $2 billion. How much do you think all the Cullinan diamonds might be worth? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one.